Please be seated. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Jerry Cruz, Dean and Provost of the Southern Illinois University School of Medicine. I welcome all of you, parents, spouses, families, friends, and graduates, to this convocation of the faculty of the SIU School of Medicine. This convocation is now in session. We meet today for the purpose of commencement of the class of 2025. This is the 51st commencement for the School of Medicine. On this day of celebration and recognition, the faculty and students of the SIU School of Medicine, and many of you in the audience, come with a heavy heart. A horrific event occurred here on April 28th, an event that claimed the lives of 3 young girls and a young woman, a high school student. One of the young girls who lost her life was Alma Bernakempe, the daughter of Michael and Billy Bernakempe. Dr. Michael Bernakempe is one of our SIU Medicine colleagues, a research biostatistician and a fellow faculty member. 6 other children were also injured in the tragedy, and most of them were cared for by SIU faculty members and the medical and nursing personnel at St. John's Children's Hospital. All worked together valiantly to save their lives and restore their health. Memorial Health, Heritage Health, and other organizations have joined us to provide a means to begin the healing process for the community. Our sympathy, condolence, and thoughts are with Michael and Billy, with the families and friends of all those who lost their lives, and with everyone affected by this tragedy. This event has left an indelible mark on us. Would you please now join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of the victims and respect for their loved ones. Thank you. It's my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Dan Mahoney, President of the Southern Illinois University System.
Well, good morning. On behalf of the Southern Illinois University System, it is my privilege to congratulate the SIU Medicine 2025 graduates and their loved ones who helped make this accomplishment possible. Over the last 155 years, more than 475,000 people have graduated from one of the universities in the SIU system. These graduates have had a significant impact locally, nationally, and beyond. And today, our graduates become part of that long tradition of producing outstanding graduates. Graduating from medical school is always a significant accomplishment, and everybody who does so faces some challenges along the way. So you all should be proud of what you've accomplished and as you persevere to this point. Now, as we look to the future, we are excited about what comes next for all of you. We wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your journey and hope you continue to accomplish great things. We also hope that you stay connected to SIU. So again, congratulations to all of you and best of luck in the future.
It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ed Curtis, member of the Board of Trustees of the SIU System.
Thank you, Dean Cruz. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Southern Illinois University, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this year's commencement ceremony of Southern Illinois University's School of Medicine. Today, we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduates and to recognize the many people who have helped make this day possible. Thank you, President Mahoney, Dean Cruz, and our distinguished faculty and guests. Your leadership and dedication have helped shape Southern Illinois University School of Medicine into the outstanding institution it is today. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your tireless commitment to education and innovation. You've not only taught our graduates the science of medicine, but you've also nurtured their curiosity, compassion, and confidence. They leave here ready for what comes next because of all of you. To the family and friends who have supported these graduates along the way, thank you. Your encouragement, your patience, and your belief in them made a lasting difference. especially in the moments when the journey felt long or uncertain. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. You've earned this moment. The knowledge, skill, and resilience you've developed here will serve you well in the years ahead. As you begin your residencies or research, I hope you'll remember that every patient encounter is an opportunity not just to heal, but to serve. That spirit of service is at the heart of what it means to be a physician, and I can think of no greater purpose. On behalf of the SIU Board of Trustees, we are proud of you, we celebrate with you, and we can't wait to see the impact you'll make. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
I will now introduce the members of the administration and the dais party. Please hold your applause until all members have been introduced. First, Dr. Kevin Simon, Chief Behavioral Health Officer for the City of Boston, Massachusetts, our speaker. Dr. Deborah Clayman, Senior Associate Dean for Education and Curriculum. Dr. Chris McDowell, Executive Associate Dean. Dr. Vidya Prakash, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs and Population Health. Dr. Cariana Brenham, Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education. Dr. Don Torrey, Associate Dean for Research. Dr. Wendy Wills Elamine, Associate Dean for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. Dr. Hanami Adrizi, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Admissions. Dr. Susan Hingle, Associate Dean for Human and Organizational Potential. Dr. Shelley Tishkow, Chair, Medical Microbiology, Immunology, and Cell Biology, and Pharmacology. Dr. Meredith Voley, Director of Education for the Department of Population Science and Policy. Dr. Rick Austin, President, SIU School of Medicine Alumni Society. 4 members of the faculty have been honored by the class of 2024. Dr. Amanda Mulch, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, who will read the Physician's Pledge. Dr. Nick Wyszynski, Year 1 Curriculum Director, who will hood the traditional graduates. To your left, Dr. Jennifer Rose, Director of the Lincoln Scholars Program, who will hood the Lincoln Scholar graduates. Dr. Gabriel Tabone, 2025 Golden Apple recipient, and Dr. Diana Sarko, Carbondale Teacher of the Year. Now, would all of the faculty members of the SIU School of Medicine please rise? All faculty members of the SIU School of Medicine. We recognize the faculty members of the School of Medicine who have worked side by side with the graduates in the classrooms, in the labs, in the hospitals, in the medical offices, and in the community. Thank you. Please be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Medicine please rise? President Mahoney, the degree Doctor of Medicine is awarded only to those who have demonstrated outstanding ability and knowledge and the diligence and personal strength of character necessary to be a physician. These candidates have completed all requirements established by the School of Medicine, and on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to recommend them to you for the conferral of the degree Doctor of Medicine.
In accordance with this recommendation, and by virtue of authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Medicine with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Dr. Ian Alberts from Smithton, Illinois. Dr. Olubukola Ayebusi from Aurora, Illinois. Dr. Amber Betrell from Chatham, Illinois. Dr. Michael Brown from Champaign, Illinois. Dr. Patrick Michael Brook from Peoria, Illinois. Dr. Andrew Buchheit from Homer Glen, Illinois. Dr. Peyton Cage from Huntersville, North Carolina. Dr. Maya Kane from Granite City, Illinois. Dr. Anna Carney from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Zachary Chang from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Brix Clayton from Polo, Illinois. Dr. Alexis Corzine from St. Joseph, Illinois. Dr. Bethany Daniels from Buffalo Heart, Illinois. Dr. Matt Demir from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Rachel Lee Domingos from Chicago, Illinois. Dr. Mary Elizabeth Drone from West Frankfort, Illinois. Dr. Jamina Crismen Esperance from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Dr. Kiri Jaing Elizabeth Evans from Belleville, Illinois. Dr. David Michael Farmer from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Austin Frassato from Marion, Illinois. Dr. Caitlin Frick from Edwardsville, Illinois, who will be receiving both the Doctor of Medicine and the Master of Public Health degrees. Dr. Benjamin Aaron Gallagher from Brighton, Illinois. Dr. Gauthami Galpali from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Aaron Gould from Mount Carmel, Illinois. Dr. Sam Gubbins from Charleston, Illinois. Dr. Haley Hollinshead from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Emma Hughes from Rochester, Illinois. Dr. Victoria Yetunde Idowu from St. Paul, Minnesota. Dr. Natalie Jaramillo from Brookfield, Illinois. Dr. Elisa Ann Jensen from Dunlap, Illinois. Dr. Thomas Johnston from Springfield, Illinois, being hooded by his father, Dr. Matthew Johnston. Dr. Evan Juranic from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Taylor Justison from Chatham, Illinois. Dr. Peyton Glenn Keller from Byron, Illinois. Dr. Reem Cater from Carbondale, Illinois, being hooded by her father, Dr. Rafat Cater. Dr. Summer Lawrence from Rock Island, Illinois. Dr. Kevin Lementic from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Sidney Leno from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Dr. Mariam Makhtoum from Carbondale, Illinois, being hooded by her father, Zuhur Makhtoum. Dr. Morgan Nicole McCain from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Natalie McClure from Bourbonnais, Illinois. Dr. Zachary Moore from Cobden, Illinois. Dr. Sophia Elizabeth Mounts from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Yusra Nadimi from Champaign, Illinois. Dr. Taylor Nesselrode, Galesburg, Illinois, being hooded by both her parents, Dr. Valerie Flacco Nesselrode and Dr. Jamie Nesselrode. Dr. Sydney Nyquist from Highland, Illinois, being hooded by her father, Dr. David Nyquist. Dr. Mark Stephen Overby from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. John Basil Pandanilam from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. J. Pragnesh Patel from Collinsville, Illinois. Dr. Drew Ratliff from Wood River, Illinois. Dr. Carmenza Remolina, Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Trent Rich from Metamora, Illinois. Dr. Hannah Roberts from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Austin Rue from Mount Carmel, Illinois. Dr. Brendan Timothy Siebold from Quincy, Illinois. Dr. Tyler Seal from Rushville, Illinois. Dr. Zachary Scott Settlemeyer from Peoria, Illinois. Dr. Molly Elizabeth Smith from West Frankfort, Illinois. Dr. Lindsay Stein from Macon, Illinois. Dr. Fletcher Suma from Peoria, Illinois. Dr. Garrett Sweat from Edwardsville, Illinois. Dr. Alexis Catherine Thomas from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Grace Thompson from Edwardsville, Illinois. Dr. Megan Nicole Tomlin, Auburn, Illinois. Dr. Brockton Tunazi from Marion, Illinois. Dr. Andrew Tressler from Charleston, Illinois. Dr. Stella Udaituk from Matson, Illinois. Dr. Stephanie Solange Vetiri Galarza from Quito, Ecuador. Dr. Ashley Ann Asia Walker from Aurora, Illinois. Dr. Erica Ward from Springfield, Illinois. Dr. Jacob Ward from Downs, Illinois. Dr. Taryn Weatherly from Elizabethtown, Illinois, who will be receiving both the Doctor of Medicine and Master of Public Health degrees. Dr. Adam Western from Rochester, Illinois. Dr. Avani Yaganti from O'Fallon, Illinois, being hooded by her father, Dr. Srinivas Yaganti. At this time, I'd like to ask our newly minted doctors to stand up and turn around and thank those who helped you get to this moment.
Thank you. You may be seated again. Congratulations, class of 2025. Great job for sure. And you're going to show it now. So the Declaration of Geneva, the Physician's Pledge, is the traditional symbol of the honored association of medical science with the highest standards of ethical behavior. Dr. Amanda Mulch has been asked to lead the physicians in the recitation of this pledge. The physician's pledge is found on page 10 of the commencement booklet. Please turn to page 10. Will all physicians in the audience and on stage, please rise.
As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Please be seated. It's my pleasure now to introduce our speaker, Dr. Kevin Simon. Dr. Simon's an accomplished young alumnus of the SIU School of Medicine. He received his medical degree at our 41st commencement here 10 years ago, 2015. Dr. Simon is now a noted physician scientist, a health policy expert, an inspirational teacher, a great advocate for health equity, a noted author in high-level scientific publications such as the New England Journal of Medicine, and a prominent influence in the print, broadcast, and social media for an array of important topics on health, well-being, and personal improvement. In 2022, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu named Dr. Simon the first Chief Behavioral Health Officer of the City of Boston. He has begun the task of developing a comprehensive behavioral agenda for America's 11th largest city. Most importantly, Dr. Simon is a great physician, a child and adolescent psychiatrist, and an addiction medicine specialist. Dr. Simon is the son of Haitian parents, was raised in Brooklyn, New York. After graduation from college, he joined the SIU School of Medicine Med Prep program in Carbondale, and he flourished under the guidance of Shirley McGlynn, Don Patton, and Harold Bardo. Dr. Simon next completed his medical training here. His SIU medical training included a one-year child psychiatry research training at the University of Pittsburgh. His adult psychiatry residency at Morehead University in Atlanta coincided with that school's establishment of the Kennedy Satcher Center for Mental Health Equity. He then made his way to Harvard University in Boston, completed child and adolescent psychiatry and pediatric addiction medicine fellowships, and the Commonwealth Fund Fellowship in Public Policy, and a degree in public health. He is now the medical director of the Wayside Youth and Family Support Network, a child welfare and community behavioral health agency. Dr. Kevin Simon is a champion for all that is right and good in medicine. Dr. Kevin Simon.
So, thank you for that introduction. I was like, who he's talking about? And because I'm of a younger generation, I'm going to take a selfie. So, class of 25, That wasn't what I discussed with Dean Cruz earlier. So, and everyone can hear me? As a psychiatrist, I tend to talk in a low tone. So good afternoon to Dean Cruz, President Mahoney, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff. Thank you for your guidance and stewardship in guiding these future healers. To the proud families, friends, loved ones, brothers, sisters, husband, wives, thank you for everything that you've done to help the class get to this point. And to you, the SIU School of Medicine class of 2025, today belongs to you. And I should note, I think there's 8, are there 8 Lincoln Scholar Program folks? If you're a Lincoln, please put your hand up. For those who are not aware, the Lincoln Scholars Program, and I think this is the second cohort that's graduating, has set themselves on a separate path in ownership of helping rural communities. And they did their 4 years in Carbondale. Now that sounds potentially like a disadvantage. However, the Lincoln Scholars folks, if I had that opportunity, I would have done it, because you got to eat at Quattro's for all 4 years. Now, making it through medical school is no small feat. It requires grit, stamina, and let's not forget the sheer endurance to sit through countless lectures on the coagulation cascade without throwing your computer against the wall. It's a very difficult cascade. You survived clinical rotations. You are part of the classes that learned about medicine during the pandemic. You survived, you set your skills, you demonstrated resilience, you learned to smile through an N95, answer pages in your sleep, and function in systems that sometimes try to stretch you thin. And yet, all the clinical knowledge and technical skills that you've gained, there are lessons no exam will ever test you on. Lessons that show up when you actually least expect them to, sometimes in the quiet room. And I'll share one of those lessons for myself. I had a 15-year-old boy, we'll call him L. He had just been transferred to the inpatient psychiatry unit from the ICU after a serious suicide attempt. When I entered the room, he didn't look up. He kind of crouched in a chair. He had his hoodie on, drawstrings were removed, and his walls essentially were up. And I didn't come in with a treatment plan. I didn't start talking about medications. But I did ask him, and I did say, I don't know everything that you've been through, but I want to understand what it's like to be you today. And he didn't speak. Minutes passed. Eventually he muttered, "You know you can leave." But I responded, I said, "But you didn't ask me to." And so I stayed. I listened to the silence, because sometimes it's screaming. And eventually, slowly over time, he began to share his story with me. Now, that moment didn't require expertise. It required presence. And what I've come to understand and learn is that the most powerful medicine is sometimes invisible. It's made of attention, stillness, dignity. It's in the way we sit, how we listen, the way we create space for others to be seen. Now, the faculty have taught you and trained you well to read EKGs, interpret labs, build differentials, essentials of the profession. But the next part of your journey is learning to read the room, interpret a glance, to feel when someone is close to telling you something that matters. This is the work. It's a deep work. And to do it well, you must hold on to something that artists call the beginner's mind. A way of seeing not through expertise, but through wonder. Beginner's mind is not easy. It means letting go of the experiences that you've had that have taught us what's likely, what's practical, what's permissible. It means making decisions not from fixed beliefs, but from the freshness of what is being presented to you in real time. In this way, beginner's mind is not about naivete or ignorance. It's about openness. So don't fear not knowing. Let it sharpen your senses. Let it soften your assumptions. There's actually great power in starting from a position of not having the answers. Because the most healing questions you will ever ask will come not from certainty, but from curiosity. And we talk about time. Supposedly, we never have enough of it. But here's the truth. Time and presence, they're twins. And presence actually does not require a lot of time. It doesn't actually want a lot of time. It requires that we pay attention to the time that we do have. And I've learned that 1 minute, 60 seconds can shift everything for a patient. I've seen it in a hallway, in an exam room, and in a phone call. There's something sacred in how we approach moments, even the brief ones, and they can stretch our perception. See, the anatomy of time is strange. Some minutes dissolve before we even notice them. Others arrive full, so full they seem to be humming, expanding, growing inside of us like a breath that we didn't know we were holding. The anatomy of time is not about length, it's about meaning. And the most meaningful moments are often the ones you don't rush through, but you allow to open. And there's always time to do the right thing. You will be busy. But remember, being present doesn't demand more minutes. It requires more intention. And the people you serve won't remember how long you were with them. They will remember how you made those minutes feel. You're stepping into a profession of extraordinary responsibility and rare privilege. You'll be invited into rooms where grief is lingering in the air and hope is kindling. You'll be asked to deliver life-changing news. You're having twins. It's cancer. Surgery was successful. I'm sorry for your loss. You'll be asked to navigate uncertainty, to hold a hand that feels impossibly small inside yours. And you'll be asked again and again and again to lead with courage and care. And so I ask you, what kind of doctor will you be? Will you rush through the physical exam? Or will you pause to ask, is anything else on your mind? Will you let medicine harden you? Or will you let it shape you? Because the truth is, you will be changed. There will be losses that stay with you. There will be nights where the weight of this work feels too much. There will be moments when science cannot save someone you've grown to care about. And still you'll return. You'll show up, because that's what we do. You spent 4+ years learning medicine. Now, you get to spend the rest of your lifetime learning people. And let people challenge you, your assumptions. Let them show you what strength looks like. This is not easy work, but it's worthy work. And if you hold on to your wonder, if you protect your empathy, your curiosity, your joy, then medicine will not just be what you do, it will be a part of who you become. So today, having crossed this stage, you join a lineage of healers. Some, yes, they wear white coats. Others wear scrubs. Some just wear a weary face, trying to hold a community simply by faith. But all of them understood this. Healing is not a transaction. It's a relationship. A sacred promise to walk alongside individuals as a fellow traveler in some of their darkest moments. And now you carry that promise in your training, in your heart, and in your hands. Let them be steady. Let your mind remain curious. Let your spirit never forget what it means to care. Today marks not just a milestone, but really the beginning of a life calling. Because somewhere right now, literally right now, there's a child wondering if they'll get care. And you might be the first doctor to ever make that child feel safe. When you're tired, and you will be tired, you got to keep showing up. When you're unsure, you have to keep showing up. When you feel like you don't belong, you got to keep showing up. Because our world doesn't just need more doctors, it needs you. Carry that truth with you into every exam room you enter, every bedside you approach, every community you are blessed to serve. Not just with skill, but with heart, courage, patience, and presence. You're not just entering medicine, you're entering and stepping into sacred work. Work that not just heals bodies, but the spaces in between us. So, class of 2025, you are the ones we've been waiting for. Congratulations, and thank you for this time.
Thank you, Dr. Simon. It's my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Rick Austin, President of the SIU School of Medicine Alumni Society, who will present the Distinguished Alumni Awards.
It is a privilege to be with you today as the President of the Alumni Society Board of Governors, representing the more than 3,300 MD alumni of the SIU School of Medicine. 11 years ago, I was in your seat as a proud member of the class of 2014, eagerly awaiting to hear the word doctor attached to my name for the very first time, and excited for everything that comes after. And I am so excited to see what you do next. The School of Medicine holds a special place in my heart, largely because of the amazing individuals that have called this place home. Today, we have the distinct pleasure of celebrating 3 of those individuals, alumni, now like yourselves, who passionately live out the mission of the medical school. Dr. June McCoy, class of 1989, is the recipient of the 2025 SIU School of Medicine Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award. Dr. McCoy attained the rank of full professor of medicine, preventive medicine, and medical education at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine, where she distinguished herself as a teacher, fellowship program director, NIH-funded clinical cancer and health services researcher, a leader, and mentor to medical students, resident trainees, and junior faculty alike. Notably, she was elected to full membership of the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center and has served as the Director of Geriatric Oncology and the Assistant Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Lurie. She has founded several programs at Lurie and campus-wide that have benefited patients and trainees, including the M.A.N. Reynolds Circle, which mentors Black women medical students at the Feinberg School of Medicine. An enduring and impeccable mentor, Dr. McCoy continues to influence policy through her work with various national and international societies. Please join me in recognizing Dr. June McCoy.
I'd like to first give kudos to the class of 2025. It is an honor to be here. I'm grateful to the members of the Board of Directors of the Alumni Association for bestowing this honor on me and choosing me as the distinguished alumnus in terms of the achievements that I have garnered. I'll say a few brief words. First, I really want to underscore what was said by our distinguished presenter before we got up, and that is that we need to not forget our humanity, that we need to not be drown out what makes us human because the world and technology has moved ahead. I want to also point out a few persons who helped me along this journey. First of all, Dr. Satu Somani, the late Dr. Satu Somani, was an amazing toxicologist and professor here at SIU School of Medicine. And he was not only a mentor and a sponsor for me, but there were times when, I was burdened, and he and his wife and his family would invite me for Indian dinner and for Indian yogurt. And that is important. Sometimes the small things are what really matter. The next person I'd like to point out is Dr. Reed Hansen, who was a plastic surgeon and one of my professors. And what struck me about Dr. Hansen was the fact that as a busy surgeon, he still found time to volunteer. And he found that in volunteering, it made him more human, and it also lifted him as a person in terms of a doctor, not just one who is passing out treatments, but a doctor who really digs deep and looks out for people who are less fortunate. And that's important. And I think the class has been called to that. You were called to that by our esteemed speaker, that you must not forget your humanity. I want to also call out some members of my class of 1989. I mean, I got amazing training here. I didn't just get medical education or medical knowledge, but I became part of a community. And as I look back, I'm calling out the names of a few persons in my class who have done tremendous things, and I want them to know that this honor that's being bestowed on me is also an honor for them. Dr. Lori Bergstrom Blyer, Dr. Thomas O'Rourke, a very dear friend of mine who was part of my study group, Dr. Mark Poole, and Dr. Rodney McKeever, an anesthesiologist in California. And that's just to name a few. You know, I also want to call out thanks to Dr. Jerry Schermerhorn. I don't know how many of you remember her, but she was an associate dean at this medical school, and she died in 2023. But during my years at SIU, she provided me community. She was supportive, and for a dean, she was not distant or removed, but she was, I consider, a really good friend. And sometimes, as medical students, what you need is a good friend. And as you go into your residency, you'll need a good friend. Someone who listens and someone who's not being transactional. I want to also thank SIU for the kind of training I got. Problem-based learning is why I'm standing on this stage. It gave me confidence. And as I wrote out here, it provided me with critical thinking skills. It taught me how to solve problems, how to communicate, and even more importantly, how to collaboratively come up with solutions that continue to benefit the patients that I serve to this day. So in these challenging times, with the rapid expansion of technology, and I was looking around and looking at all the videos being made today, and of our esteemed speaker doing a selfie, and we've come a far way. You know, artificial intelligence is really pushing into medicine, and the genie's out of the box, and we cannot run away from it. But I caution you, in the midst of all this expansion of artificial intelligence, do not forget your humanity. Be present for your patients. Again, as our speaker charged you to do. Be there. The times might not be enough, but make those times matter. You know, stay curious. Embrace lifelong learning. Unfortunately, this is one milestone, but it doesn't end. You'll be learning for the rest of your life. I have a medical degree. I'm a licensed Illinois attorney. I have an MPH, and I have an LLM. I also have an MBA, and I didn't do these because I wanted to collect degrees. But opportunities came around, and these changes, these advances were important in allowing me to be the best doctor and the best cancer researcher that I could be. So class of 2025, stay curious, pursue your passions, and make the most of your opportunities. I am so incredibly proud of you. Thank you.
Dr. David Henderson, class of 1981, is the recipient of the 2025 SIU School of Medicine Distinguished Alumni Service Award. Dr. Henderson is a professor emeritus, former chair of the Department of Family Medicine, and former associate dean for multicultural and community affairs at UConn. Before joining the faculty, he worked as a physician volunteer in a rural hospital in Sierra Leone, West Africa. He also volunteered part-time at a community center in Hartford while working full-time in private practice. He's an inventor who has been awarded patents in both the US and the EU for his novel intravenous catheter design and has published numerous peer-reviewed research publications. He served on the board of directors of the Society of Teachers of Family Medicine and currently serves on the National Academic Affiliations Council for Veteran Affairs. Dr. Henderson retired from UConn in 2022 and assumed his current role at the AMA as the Vice President for Equity, Diversity, and Belonging, working primarily in medical education. Unfortunately, Dr. David Henderson could not be here today, but please join me in recognizing him and his achievements. Dr. Lacey Cruz, class of 2009, is the recipient of the 2025 SIU School of Medicine Distinguished Alumni Early Career Award. Dr. Cruz is a pediatric dermatologist at Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago and an associate professor of pediatrics and dermatology at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. She is the current chair of the Society for Pediatric Dermatology's Education Committee and also serves as the vice chair of the section on pediatric dermatology for the Association of Professors of Dermatology. She founded the Lurie Children's Hospital Pigmented Lesion Center of Excellence, which cares for children with melanoma, Spitz tumors, and large congenital nevi. In addition to her clinical work in pigmented lesions, she is a founding member of the Skin Tumors and Reactions to Cancer Therapies Working Group of the Pediatric Dermatology Research Alliance. She has co-authored 16 manuscripts on the evaluation and management of pigmented lesions in the pediatric population and is considered a national leader in the field. And if all of that wasn't enough, Dr. Cruz also serves as a telemedicine specialist for Doctors Without Borders, offering immediate access to specialized pediatric dermatology expertise for children throughout the world. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Lacey Cruz.
Thank you so much. I'm so incredibly thankful and truly honored to be receiving this award. I also feel actually quite lucky that no one nominated Dr. Simon this year, in which case I might not be standing here today. I really am so grateful to SIU for everything SIU has given to me, from my education to my clinical training. I also did my residency here, to really some of my best friends. You guys know there is no one who understands what you have been through these last 4 years like the people who are sitting next to you in these rows. And those are really lifelong bonds that will carry you through your career. And equally important, the mentors along the way, both through the basic science in Carbondale to the clinical education in Springfield, and then more specialized as I came to dermatology. The mentors at SIU really have served as my guiding arrow throughout my training, but also my career, teaching me to be the best doctor that I can be, taking care of the patients who need it the most, and teaching the next generation to be the next leaders of our fields. So I really am so appreciative for everything that SIU has given me. And also, obviously, I wouldn't be here without the support of my family, my friends who have been there sort of throughout the way. So congratulations to our graduates, to your family. I'm so incredibly excited for you all, and I know that in 10 or 20 or 30 years, like I do, you will look back on your time at SIU with fondness and with gratitude for giving you this foundation as your launching pad for everything that you will do. And I know you will all go on to do such amazing things. Thank you.
It's my pleasure now to announce the recipients of the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Awards. These two special honors are given to one graduating student, new doctor, and to one faculty member who are judged to be exemplary in compassion, sensitivity, and the delivery of care to patients and family members, and in their teaching. Two individuals have been identified by the faculty, residents, and students as those who exhibit the highest standard of humanism in medicine. Will Dr. Sidney Nyquist please step forward to the podium? You guys in? There you go, Sidney. The SIU School of Medicine is proud to present Dr. Sidney Nyquist with this award. Dr. Nyquist is from Highland, Illinois, will continue her medical education at the SIU Psychiatry Residency Program. She's a member of the Enos Elementary Medical Program, a regular volunteer at the Phoenix Center, and a regular volunteer at the Community Garden, where she's an expert gardener and recipe coordinator. Good idea there. She exemplifies all the qualities that the Gold Foundation defines as humanism in medicine. She is passionate about caring and creating safe environments and to the provision of trustworthy care by being an advocate for those who need a voice. The nominator wrote, Sydney embodies everything you would want in a physician and everything you would hope for in a friend and colleague. She is kind, caring, consistently puts others' needs before her own, and demonstrates a level of empathy and compassion that makes her stand out in every way.
Thank you, guys. I feel like someone has to give me a warning. That kind of shocked me here. But I wanted to thank all of my classmates. It's really been such a fabulous experience going through this with you guys for the past 4 years. A harrowing experience, but definitely bonding. So I appreciate all of you. And thanks to all the friends and families who have supported all of us throughout this whole time.
Will Dr. Kelly Hurst please step forward? The SIU School of Medicine is proud to present Dr. Kelly Hurst, the 2025 Leonard Tao Faculty Award. Yeah, there you go. You can hold it while I'm reading. I'll get to it in a minute. Dr. Hurst received her doctorate in education at Vanderbilt in May 2024. She serves the School of Medicine as assistant professor and equity strategist in the Departments of Medical Humanities and the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. Her career has been marked by an intersection of equity and education. She spent 23 years in public education as a classroom teacher, professional development coordinator, literacy coach, guidance dean, and assistant principal. She started her career here in 2021 and has proven invaluable to all of us as an educator, a liaison, a role model, a strategist, a writer, and an advocate. In her everyday work, Dr. Hurst played a vital role in establishing the Health Equity Scholar Pathway and used this as an opportunity to give the students a voice in their education. One nominator wrote, "When speaking to Dr. Hurst, it never feels as though she's in a rush. It feels as though we are connecting with an old friend." She establishes herself as a safe place for us to confide in and is there to celebrate our successes, both large and small. On a personal note, I first met Dr. Hurst when I participated in a 3-day training on systemic racism given by Gate Crossroads training group. It was certainly a life-changing experience for me and transformative for the School of Medicine. Most recently, Dr. Hurst serves the community as the managing director of the Sonia Massey Commission. I love her work and her painting.
Thank you so much. If I would have known, I would have taken out my Invisalign to speak. And now I know why Dr. Elamine sent me a frantic text. Are you here yet? I'm honored to do this work for the students. I'm honored to be here for you. The only reason that I got here was because students said that we needed someone in this position. And I am truly honored to have been the person that filled it. I learn how to be a human every single day from each of you. And I really appreciate all that you have done for me. And I really appreciate the kind words that you shared as well. This work is done in community. And you all are a community. And the last thing I'll say is, as we were coming in just now, one of the ushers stopped while we were in line and asked me, where did I match? I matched at SIU School of Medicine. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to recognize Dr. Molly Smith, chair of the class of 2025. Dr. Smith. The podium is yours.
Thank you, everyone. So it's my honor to announce our Golden Apple winner first before I give my remarks. So on the behalf of the class of 2025, this year's recipient has demonstrated excellence, gone above and beyond for all of our learning, benefits all students. The 2025 Golden Apple recipient is Dr. Gabriel Tabone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm deeply honored and humbled to receive the Golden Apple Award from the class of 2025. This recognition means more than words that can express because it comes from all of you. Students who inspire me to continue with your curiosity, the commitment to becoming passionate physicians. When I joined the SIU School of Medicine, I was driven by the deep passion for medical education. I believe that learning should be more than challenging, but also at the same time engaging, personal, and meaningful. From the very beginning, I felt very welcome in the SIU School of Medicine, in the community that values the growth, curiosity, and mutual respect. Teaching is also a privilege, and being part of your journey has been one of the most rewarding experiences in my entire career. I learned just as much from you as I hope to teach. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. I'm very proud to receive the award, and also reminds me the important role of playing in shaping the future of medicine altogether. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Okay, now time for the 2025 remarks. Today is such a momentous day. Thank you for coming to celebrate this extraordinary group of newly minted doctors, people I have the privilege of calling not only my colleagues, but my friends. To the platform party and to the faculty and staff of SIU School of Medicine, thank you. Your guidance, support, and knowledge instilled in us helped make this day possible. To our families, you are our lifelines, not just these last 4 years, of course, our entire lives. Thank you for always showing up for us, believing in us, and being a listening ear. The first time most of us were gathered in one place like this was in 2021 at the Shyrock Auditorium in Carbondale, the White Coat Ceremony. Full of nerves and excitement, we took our first oaths as physicians in training. And while it might feel like just yesterday, here we are 4 years later. We repeated that oath under the instruction of Dr. Mulch, and this time we have a far deeper understanding of the weight it carries. This transformation didn't happen all at once. It was gradual, built over small moments, late nights, and shared experiences. For our first year, we moved to Carbondale from all over. Different schools, different life paths. Some of us had previous careers, some of us had graduate degrees, but we were all united by one goal: to become doctors. Many of us lived at the reserves, some notables at Sun Valley. Those apartments became community. Whether it was sand volleyball, meeting at the pool, or spending time at a classmate's apartment, we started building bonds that would carry us over the next 4 years. And then there was Lindegren Hall, our home away from home, especially around exam time when some of us would essentially move in. Lindegren was where we learned how to be medical students, how to perform physical exams, how to start thinking like future doctors. It's where we took what at the time to me felt like the longest exams imaginable, only to later find out that our board exams would be twice the duration. That year went by quickly, and it was time to move to Springfield. This time, we didn't all live in the same apartment complex, and yet the friendships from year one held strong. We found ways to stay connected, as there were plenty of library visits, birthday dinners, group chats, and trips taken among the class. That second year brought even more academic growth. We built on what we learned in year one and started preparing for our first USMLE board exam. It was challenging, but I have to say, knowing my peers were working just as hard, doing the same thing, made it much more bearable. After all, misery loves company, but ambition does too. And completing medical school along 74 of the most driven, compassionate people I know, that's not misery, that's purpose. Third year brought a whole new dimension to our training, clinical medicine. We traded in the fourth floor library for clinics and the hospital, SalukiNet for the EHR, and our study groups for team rounding. It was in this year that we began to see what it really meant to be a doctor, not just study to become one. We rotated through the clerkships, discovering passions, ruling specialties out, and getting that much closer to applying to residency. And just like that, we entered our last year. Applications were due. We had to officially decide what type of doctor we were going to be. We interviewed at programs all over the country and beamed with pride coming from SIU School of Medicine. Spring brought on a new leveling of anxiety with rank lists due and our fate being delivered to us in a purple envelope. Truly, match day was the most exciting day of medical school. It was incredible to see where each of us would continue our training. And while most of us won't live in the same city anymore, the connections we've built here, the friendships, the memories, the laughter, and the late nights, they won't fade. They'll travel with us into every patient room, every call shift, every small and extraordinary moment of our careers. Long after the gowns come off and the celebrations wind down, I know I'll still feel this same swell of pride I feel now. When I hear about one of you doing incredible things in this world, which I know you will, I'll get to say, that's my classmate. I want each and every one of you to know how much you mean to me. It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve as your class president these last 4 years. I've learned so much from each and every one of you. You've challenged me, supported me, and shaped me in ways that even a lifetime couldn't make me forget. To my fellow classmates, now my fellow doctors, I love each and every one of you, and I miss you already. Congratulations to the SIU School of Medicine class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. And so usually at this point in the ceremony, I often say a few words about professionalism and about how the unchangeable principles of professionalism are applied in changing times. This is more appropriate than ever before because the times are changing at a surging pace, as are the pressures that challenge our professionalism. I'd first just say, you've already seen a definition of professionalism that is beyond all others, the one given by Dr. Simon today, for sure. But I did want to remind you of something about yourselves. You as a class wrote your own oath that relates to professionalism. And so today I'm going to repeat some of your words that you penned, the oath of the SIU School of Medicine class of 2025. And now I quote you. I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. I will prioritize health, well-being, dignity, and autonomy for my patients. I will advocate for and provide equitable care for all people, equitable care for all people. I will speak up against injustice, and I will emphasize health and health care as human rights. Health and health care as human rights. I will serve and lead in the community in which I practice, and I will learn from the communities in which my patients belong. I will foster the traditions of the medical profession that are honorable and seek to end those that are not. I will engage in lifelong learning, including cultural humility and evidence-based medical practices. So these are your strong words of commitment. These are the correct words of commitment. I'm proud of your words of commitment. Your patients, the patients in your communities will put their lives in your hand. You'll have a significant obligation to your patients, not only for the medical care you provide, but as you have stated, also for their access to care, for the quality of their care, and for the affordability of their care. And all of you will be teachers, every one. All of you will be leaders in your community and in your practice. Your roles as physician, as teacher, as leader involve commitment to the highest standards of professionalism. Again, the highest definition you've ever heard was today. And commitment to health equity for all. And guess what? You are prepared for it. You are excellent physicians. You understand all of this. And I and the entire faculty of the SIU School of Medicine are very proud of you. Congratulations, doctors. The class of 2025. So now we're at the end. I have just a word for the audience. I also thank you so much for the support that you've given the new doctors and will continue to give them. And now I have a request for you. As we exit here, the group on the stage will go first, the students will go second, and I ask the audience to wait until those two groups have gone before you proceed out of the auditorium. So this graduation ceremony is now complete, and I declare the convocation adjourned. I wish the best to all of you. Thank you.